Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Project 52. Today I'm excited. I got Benji Harris in the house.
Hey.
Me and Benji met like when I first got to town here and we wrote a couple songs and then he disappeared on the road. He's been playing with people like Jenna Kramer's when you were, that was one of the first gigs.
Yeah, that was my first label gig. I was with Cassidy Pope for several years after that.
Killing it. He was out there doing Chris Young's part on Think of You, which was a big number one right at that time.
That was a lot of fun. Yeah, that was fun getting to perform that as Chris Young with Cassidy while it was number one. That was a big moment for me.
Benji's a hell of a singer too. I mean, so you get plenty of work because you're that great side man on guitar, acoustic guitar, electric guitar, singing. Who else? So you're out with Travis Denning.
I was with Jordan Davis, all year last year.
Well, working on his second hit, right? Number one.
Yeah, he's had two number ones. I was with him when he Singles You Up went number one, so that was a lot of fun. We got to do a lot of cool TV appearances, Today Show and Late Night with Seth Meyers and all that fun stuff.
Oh man, I missed that. I didn't know you were on there.
Yeah, that was crazy because it was in the same hallway as Saturday Night Live, and so I walk out in the hallway and I see Studio 8H on the door, and I look at one of the NBC pages and I'm like, "Is that SNL?" And they're like, "Yeah." I said, "Can I go in there?"
Yeah.
And she was like, "Yeah."
Damn,
so this is like on a
cool.
Tuesday, and there's no one there. So I just gave myself a self-guided tour of Saturday Night Live. Just walked around, saw all the dressing rooms, and it freaked me out because I'm such a fan. And so then I walked around the SNL studios for 20 minutes or so by myself, and then I came back out. And then I was jittery. And I don't get jittery, but I got jittery after that because I was like, oh my God. And then we had to go on TV and play.
That is really cool.
I had to calm myself down.
I bet you will play that stage sometime.
The SNL stage?
Yeah.
I mean, that'll be the ultimate bucket list. Country artists are starting to do it now.
Yeah, they just had T-Red on there. So
and Jason Aldean did it. Casey Musgraves did it. So you never know.
Yeah, maybe you'll be on there doing your own thing. Actually,
maybe.
We'll talk more to Benji after we do this song, but he's got a CD he did too, like songs that he's written, and he had a band called Scarletta, yeah. Like, and you guys had some radio play out of
We
that
did,
stuff.
yeah. We had a little small hit. It was a top 30 on radio, and the CMT picked up our video for about 6 months, so it allowed us to tour, and I learned a lot in that band. But the bands are tough. Bands are tough to keep together, so I've kind of found more success in doing my own thing and playing for other people.
But you're a heck of a musician, so it's like, I mean, you can do a lot of things in this town that can keep you busy.
Including
raising kids and being married.
Lord. That's a lot. Well, all those things combined is a lot, but it's fun. We do it because we love it.
Yeah, of course, yeah. We'll talk to Benji after this a little more, but we're gonna do the song. This is maybe the second song or third song we wrote. We haven't written too many together, but I always had a great time writing with you, and I remember this one sticking with me, and I would play it out myself around Nashville here. So, all right, everybody, this one's called "If These Boots Could Talk." You ready?
1, 2, 3. A whole lot of leather and a little bit of soul. These boots that I've been wearing are with me everywhere I go. They're with me when I'm broken, when I can't fight the hurt, when I lose my direction. They know just where to turn. Every step that I take through every love that's come and gone, they always hold me up, so I just keep them on. If these boots could talk, you know just who I am. They'd show you I'm a hard-working, southern-hearted man. They tell you that you need to love the life you're living on the path you walk. If these boots could talk, taught me how to stand tall when my world was falling down. They showed me how to walk that line when nobody was around. Yeah, they might be beat to hell, just about to fall apart, but I'll never give them up, 'cause they speak right to my heart. If these blues could talk, you'd know just who I am. They'd show you I'm a hard-working, southern-hearted man. They'd tell you that you need to love the life you're living on the path you walk. If these boots could talk, oh, if these boots could talk, if these boots could talk, you know just who I am. They'd show you I'm a hard-working, southern-hearted man. And they'd tell you that you need to love the life you're living on the path you walk. Oh, on the path you walk. If these boots could talk. These old boots could talk, yeah.
Benji Harris, man, look him up. Where can they find you online?
BenjiHarris.com.
BenjiHarris.com.
Imagine
Is that your email too? All that? Yeah.
Right.
What about your home phone number and your address?
That's right.
No.
Social security number is.
Yeah, I'm kidding.
Yeah, track me down on that. That's got all my information about my teaching, me as an artist, me as a player, me as a writer. You can kind of, it's the one-stop shop.
All your socials are on there.
That's right. Everything me. Check me out.
And you can go live through his trials and tribulations of raising children. We had to talk about that. Like, dads are different that way. It's a little bit more difficult for us sometimes because we are guys and maybe we're not as sensitive sometimes. But I don't know if I'm describing you, but me sometimes. But
yeah, adding kids into the mix makes everything just a little more challenging. I mean, more rewarding, but certainly more challenging.
You got a beautiful family, and you just went through a medical thing with your wife. I don't know. We don't have to get into that, but I'm so glad that she's pulled through and on her way back to being 100%.
She's a champion. I mean, she's unstoppable. I can't believe her. She's unbelievable.
I don't want anybody to ever go through that stuff, but we all face it at some point or another.
Yeah.
What was I going to ask you? I was going to say, when you look up Benji, he's not only a songwriter, I mentioned this at the top of this too, but he's out there playing on the road with some of the stars that are on the radio, and he's like the number one side guy singing the backups right up front, doing all the harmonies for these guys.
A lot of fun.
Yeah. Like, that's why I'm so grateful to have you here today, because you're usually out on the road. You know?
Yeah. I came off for a couple months this summer just to stay home and help the wife a little bit, but I'm getting ready to go back out this fall. We're going on the Riley Green tour.
Yeah,
with Travis Denning, who I've been playing with this year, who's awesome. He's such a great guitar player and awesome songwriter. He's going to blow up.
Yeah. Do you guys do Whipping Post? Is that one that he pulls out?
He did that before I joined his band.
Okay.
We do Ramblin' Man note for note, which is intense.
Yeah, all 8 minutes of it.
Oh, God. Every time we get to that song in the set, I'm just like, oh, here we go.
Yeah.
This is the test. Do I suck or am I good at this?
But then you're like, this is fun.
Yeah. Like once you get past the second verse of those transitions, those guitar-many parts. Once you're through that part, then it's just, you can just let it rip and have fun.
Well, you can hang with everybody, so you should never sweat that. You're a great on the fly player.
Every
time I'm with you, I'm learning something, and I'm always like a little intimidated because here comes a real solid guitar player.
Oh, come on.
But it was cool too the other day. Like, I follow him on Facebook and Instagram too, but he did something with Shaq. I'm like, what? What was Shaq doing?
I have a pretty weird life.
Shaquille O'Neal.
I was doing a corporate gig for Papa John's. Yeah. And I work with this company called Song Division, where
companies, when they have their big once a year like manager meeting at Gaylord Opryland or something, they'll bring in Song Division to come be a rock band in the background to like play people on as they walk up on stage. You know, be like, welcome our vice president, and we're like, and we kind of rock him up on stage. Well, Shaquille O'Neal is Papa John's new spokesman for this year.
Okay.
And so Shaq was there, and so
they were introducing him as the spokesman now?
Right, and so he wanted to do Old Town Road, so we got to play Old Town Road with Shaq singing.
How do you remember the lyrics to that song? Kidding.
So, he's an enormous human being.
Gosh, yeah, I've never been next to him, but I seen you next to him, like,
yeah. Whew. I mean, his hand, he could palm my head. His hand is so big.
But he don't play or sing.
No, not really. He's a personality.
Yeah, yeah.
But, you know,
that's what I thought at first. What, Shaq's playing, you know? Like,
yeah, really, we were just introducing, you know, playing him on stage, and then he grabbed the mic, and he was like, play Old Town Road, and luckily one of us knew it, and so we just did it on the fly, and it was one of those weird experiences where, like, am I really playing on stage with Shaquille O'Neal right now?
You get to have the coolest experiences. I mean, you've been in the Learjets. You've been, the other day, you just posted this one on the hoverboard thing with Shay Mooney from Dan and Shay. I'm like watching you trying to keep your balance on that.
Yeah,
thing.
Music is a weird it's a weird profession to where sometimes you find yourself in places or doing things where you're just like, wow, how did I end up here? But you know, music kind of is like the skeleton key to sometimes having really amazing life experiences that you wouldn't get anywhere else.
Yeah. I mean, and some of them experiences are like sometimes the money isn't always there, but God, do we have some stories, bookfuls of stories, you know, like.
And I try to remind myself of that every day. It's like, well, you know, if I were to die tomorrow, would I look back and say, yeah, I lived it to the fullest? And it's like, I think I did.
Yeah. You definitely know you've had a good time and experienced life, you know.
I have, as much
traveled the world, you know. At least you do Europe, right? You've been over there.
Yeah, I've done Italy, like most of my world traveling has been military touring, you know, touring like Navy
USO
bases and
stuff.
USO stuff. So we got to do Italy and the Middle East, and Djibouti, Africa was a weird place. Yeah, it was.
I can imagine the jokes with that name.
Djibouti.
Yeah.
It's one of the hottest places on earth, but luckily we were there in January, where it was about 85 degrees.
It was kind of mild.
It was kind of okay. But I mean, that particular trip, that's right on the Gulf of Aden. It's just above Somalia, between Africa and Saudi Arabia. And the Gulf of Aden is this body of water where it's the world's biggest collection of whale sharks every year. And so when we were done with our gigs, we just happened to be timing it right to where they were doing a boat excursion out into the Gulf of Aden where you could jump in the water and swim with whale sharks. So I got to jump in the water.
Those giant blue spotted things.
I mean, luckily they're herbivores. Yeah, they're like giant sea cows. I mean, they're massive. I mean, bigger.
Did you get right up next to it?
Oh my gosh! So I jump in the water with my snorkel and my goggles on, and all the bubbles are in my face, and then the bubbles clear, and then 10 feet in front of me is Jaws. I mean, he is massive, and my heart's beating fast, and I had to remind myself he's not going to eat me. He's just eating.
What if he accidentally sucked you in his mouth?
Spit you out. It was crazy, but that was one of those moments of
amazing, man.
Wow, how did I get here?
Yeah,
I'm in the Gulf of Aden swimming with whale sharks just because I play guitar. You know, you get to go on a pretty wild adventures sometimes.
That's stuff you don't forget.
Yeah,
and it makes it worth it. You know, I mean, you know, it's the life that we lead. I have not left the North American continent. I've been to Mexico and Canada, and of course live in the U.S., but I have not left the continent. So
it's a big world out there. There's a lot to see.
I'm scared kind of to leave. I don't know what it is. It's like I'm afraid I'll be abandoned in some foreign country and I can't communicate. You know?
Well, that's when you just, you know...
pick up a guitar. I can communicate with a guitar.
I'm telling you, like sometimes if you're ever in a pinch, sometimes if you just play some Spanish guitar or something, and all of a sudden, you make some friends.
Yeah.
You know, that's gotten me out of a pinch once or twice.
Yeah.
You know, so it's a pretty amazing world out there, and if you have the chance to get out and see it, and you know, share your gifts with other people, you know, that
hopefully some of this stuff will bring me into these places.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know?
Do a Project 52 on the road, man. Go to England.
Yeah, I'll
broadcast
do that
overseas
when my kids move out and I can be free again. Right? Hey, Benji, it's been great having you here today. I really do appreciate you coming here.
My
We
pleasure.
haven't connected enough over the last few years, but I know, you were having kids, you were on the road, you're making ends meet with music, and I admire the hell out of you, brother.
Back at you, brother.
Yeah,
It's been fun. We'll have to do some more of this.
Yeah, we'll have to write another one so you can come back and do this.
Yeah, I'm down. Let's do it.
All right, everybody look up Benji Harris, man, and you'll probably see him if you're going to some country festivals and some other shows, like look for Travis Denning right now.
Yeah, the Riley Green tour this fall will be the opening act.
Do you sometimes go back to those other bands, get rehired, or do
Yeah,
they,
sometimes. Yeah, I've done some one-offs here with Cassidy Pope, and I'm just kind of one of the guys in town that if an artist is in a pinch and one of their band guys can't make it, I just usually am the guy that gets the call to, hey, can you come in and sub in for this run of shows? Okay.
And you've been gigging down at Losers too in Midtown.
Yeah, so. I'm in the house band at Losers Thursday through Sunday when I'm in town. So if you are in Nashville, come to
Go up
Losers in
and
Midtown.
say hi to Benji. Nicest guy in the business. So, all right, thank you for watching again. Appreciate it. Hey, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I beg for that little click every time, but it's so simple. I wish you would do it, and I would love if you would do it. All right, see ya.
Take care.